we started at the top of the system, mapping the whole system of Social Security to understand where all the fraud was. And there's a lot of great people there that showed us really a lot of ways. And so that came up with a big list of stuff that we're working on. You've heard some of that already, but this is what jumped out at us. When we saw these numbers, we were like, what is this? In 21, you see 270,000 people, goes all the way to 2.1 million in 24. These are non-citizens that are getting Social Security numbers.
What? Non-citizens getting on screen so you can see that blue line right there on the right is the number 2 million of Social Security numbers handed out to illegals under Biden. That's in 2024, so you can see it escalating. That's what he did, trying to get illegals the vote, and they found them voting. Not a conspiracy. These are facts now.
Immigrants, this country's been great to us. My brother and sister all born in Spain. I'm pro-legal immigration. This is not political. This is not political. This is about America and the future of America. And there are a lot of good people in the system that pointed us in this direction. I want to honor them right now. That work in the government today, who took risks to show us these numbers and tell us what's going on. Yeah. So I want to stop for a minute. I want to honor them.
He says it's not political. Like, this is just facts. This is not political. It actually is political. Here's where I'm going to disagree with him. Because only the Democrat Party wants this. The Republican Party does not want your non-citizens getting Social Security numbers. So he goes, this is not political. Like, this is just facts. No, it is 100% political. 100% political. One party did this. One party wants this. And you can see with that spike, that blue line, that's under Democrat rule. It is political. There's one part of offense, meaning like a parking ticket, knowing they didn't have the manpower to prosecute. They'll get into this. They purposefully overwhelm the system.
And you will walk across the border. They do what's called a release your own recognizance, and they give you an NTA, a notice to appear, which is to appear to judge. The wait times on judges are like average 6 years. Look at Grok, you'll see it on immigration judges. There's only 700 of them. This is 5.5 million people. Okay, so what happens then? Once you're in the country and you got asylum through one of these pathways, and we map the whole thing out, you can apply for a work document. You file a 765, it's the work form. You get this form called the 766, that's the authorization, and then Social Security Administration automatically sends you in the mail your Social Security number. No interview.
No interview, no audit. They don't have to.
It's not people sometimes think that under the Biden administration that he was simply asleep at the switch. He wasn't asleep. They weren't asleep at the switch. It was a massive, large-scale program to import as many illegals as possible, ultimately to change the entire voting map of the United States and disenfranchise the American people and make it a permanent, deep blue, one-party state.
That's what they did to California.
I've seen this myself. I'm not sure I believed it. I went through it myself and mapped it. And Elon is right. This is true. The defaults in the system from Social Security to all of the benefit programs have been set to max inclusion, max pay for these people, and minimum collection.
Max pay, minimum collection. They're not collecting anything.
We found 1.3 million of them already on Medicaid, as an example. We've gone through on every benefit program we went through. We found groups from this particular group of people, this 5.5 million people in those benefit programs. And then what was really, really disturbing us was why. We're asking ourselves why. And so we actually just took a sample and looked at voter registration records. And we found people here registered to vote in this population, yes.
And who did vote.
And we found some by sampling that actually did vote. And we have referred them to prosecution at the Homeland Security Investigation Service.
Yeah.
Already, that has already happened.
Okay, don't clap too hard because they've only referred some of them. We need all of them referred. This is the biggest scandal in American history, guys. This is the biggest governmental, formal conspiracy that's true. It is treasonous, it's anti-American, it's anti our entire system of government to do this, what the Democrats have done. And the